number of highly paid executives, CEOs, and officers today keep almost as much money as the janitors who clean the office building at the end of the month, even though their monthly salaries print 4 to 5 figures. The culprit? Horrible finance management. Is the fact that you would like to get your personal finances in order, but just don't know how, making your life difficult, maybe even miserable? Does it seem like you've tried everything in your power to figure it out, and yet, despite your best intentions, you're still plagued with not knowing how to even get started, not understanding how to make sure your future is handled? If this describes you, then you are in luck today. First, you are not alone. It may seem like it sometimes, but not knowing how to get started with personal finance is far more common than you'd think. I've been in the same spot before. Why understanding all the ins and outs of personal finance is crucial. Let me explain. Setting goals is also another type of personal budgeting element that should be included as a form of incentive to the individual. It is also a way to create discipline that will help the individual prepare for bigger commitments in the future. Setting goals will also help the individual have a better perspective on the future possibilities of investment opportunities. And the worst part? The more you don't know, the less you will succeed. Make no mistake about it. The costs of not getting all the info you need are just too high. Your lack of knowledge in this area may not be your fault, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't or can't do anything to find out everything you need to know to finally be a success. The costs of continuing to repeat this pattern are just too steep. I mean, think about all of the money you're wasting because of how continuing to try things that don't work costs you money. The time you're losing due to going around in circles is also time-consuming. And that's not to mention the toll it's taking on your personal life, like the way the failed attempts, over and over, can impact personal life relationships. So today, in the next few minutes in fact, we're going to help you get on track and learn how you can quickly and easily get your personal finances under control for good. That is why I've written this book. This book below will show you exactly what you need to do to finally be a success with your money. As a person, just like you, who has struggled with getting my personal finances under control, I have searched high and low to find the best strategies to fix this problem. And I am fully qualified and equipped to help you put an end to your frustration with trying to wade through all the info you need to know to get a handle on your cash. The act to creating and adhering to a personal budget plan can also help the individual be disciplined in other fields too. This may contribute positively in other areas, such as job commitments, family commitments, retirement plans, investments, and any other area that may require the same discipline that produces successful results always. It will also help the individual to make wiser judgment calls, thus ensuring the possibility of getting in debts be kept at a minimum or even eliminated altogether. And all of this up till now is just the beginning. Are you ready? Here's something you really need to know. I'm not surprised if you're not convinced by this fact because after all, most people are conditioned to, subconsciously, think that financial advisors' businesses are other people's finances. This is a valid fact, no doubt, but I'd like you to quickly indulge me in this brief exercise. Who's making the hard-earned money for you, and who should be using your money? You? Your financial advisor? The answer, none other than you. Now, there's nothing wrong with discussing and letting financial advisors take a serious role in managing your finances. After all, it is their job. But ultimately, you are the best finance manager for your own personal finance, and no one else. Because whether you work with financial advisors and brokers, ultimately you decide how much and where your money flows. And what if you're not surrounded by financial advisors? It doesn't matter really. Whether you're a one-man army or sit in the same table with financial gurus, how you spend your money is your sole responsibility. But you're in urgent need of money. You have big plans in the pipeline, such as financing your child's education, getting a bigger house or car, etc. You're definitely tired of bringing back little or no money after a month's worth of turmoil and hard work, and I feel you don't deserve it. You're thinking, there has to be a way to take control of your finances immediately and stretch every dollar effectively and then bring in more returns for you. That's where my book fills in. This comprehensive, huge book is the most valuable resources in the world. Why it is very important for you to invest in this right now. What's really important now is not the tiny amount you'll invest in this book, but how much you'll lose out if you don't. Understand that you could really be missing out on being a success. Don't let anything stand in the way between you and your success with your life and getting your finances under control. You see, how much longer must people learn the hard way before investing in themselves and their success? Think about how much you could change your life if you really applied the strategies in this book. You could be a success in your finances in a short period of time. I cannot even begin to imagine someone who would not take advantage of this. It's just silly. It could cause you so many issues if you don't have all the info you need. Thankfully, you are a sharp person. Otherwise, you wouldn't be looking for a way to get this info. And to show my sincerity,